And game number 2 of the TBL Finals starts right now. The tip is going to go the Stallions' way. Syracuse ball to start us off. Game 2 of the TBL Finals at the top of the key. It'll be Tyson Burrell. Guarded up top there by Kyle Stewart. Far side wing, angles in, driving baseline, floater up. It's no good. Rebound goes to the hometown Outlaws.
Boy, this crowd is really loud. If Syracuse can survive the first 5 or 10 minutes, they might be fine. But right now, this crowd is all alive.
Evan Harris hands off the top key to Stewart. Stewart gives off again, near side wing. It'll be Harris. Alley-oop, up and go. Chance, Comanche, MVP.
That ain't going to quiet the crowd down any.
Far side wing, crossover dribble, staying right there at the top. Kicks it outside, far corner. Guarded up top there by Travaris Sledge. Kicks it back out, near side corner. Robertson dribbles out to the near side wing. Double cover there, now giving off. Guarding him is going to be Stewart. Dumps in for 3. Got it to go.
Nice looking shot. I'll tell you what, that perimeter defense is really live right now, but that means you get some mismatches.
Jordan Robertson gives the Stallions their first lead of the game. It's 3-2, Syracuse on top. Inside, it's going to be hit away and nearly stolen, but it's Outlaws ball, loose ball. Now it's going the Stallions' way. Fast break bucket up and no good. Rebound goes to Enid. Rebound goes to Sledge, and here he comes the other way. He's got numbers. Into the paint, kick it out. Comanche off the window. Rims out. Rebound goes to the Stallions.
Both teams look a little tight here early, Christian.
Michael Henry near side wing, hands off, but it's going to be mishandled and tipped out of bounds. Jimmy Gray III couldn't handle the ball, and it goes back to Enid. 3-2, Stallions lead by 1 here in the first quarter of the TBL Finals, game number 2. Enid leads the series 1-0.
These folks played in front of a packed house at Syracuse the other night, too.
Running the point, as always, is Devin Harris. Hands it off far side wing. Where it's Stewart for 3. Marquardt, no good. Rebound goes to the Stallions. That's what he's known for, the 3 ball. Leads the lead in 3-point percentage. Now mishandled the ball, nearly an unforced error, but it stays with the Stallions. Step back, 3-pointer. No good, rimmed out, tipped up and in. Oh, what a play by Jimmy Gray. It's 5-2, Syracuse on top.
Boy, that was a nice tip back for Syracuse.
Far side, it's Marquardt. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Enid, but man, that is the game of Charlie Marquardt, the 3 ball. He's really the biggest threat from beyond the arc on the court right now in the TBL this year.
One of the things about this league that's so interesting, these kids are playing to play up. You know, they want to get the NBA someday, and a couple of them already have. But they're playing hard for that reason.
Marquardt, spin move in the paint. It's tipped off its leg. It'll go to Syracuse. A good to play defensively there by Jordan Robertson to win the ball for the Stallions. 5-2. 3-point lead for Syracuse here with 9:38 remaining in the first quarter.
That man-to-man defense pretty ferocious on the perimeter. Having a hard time getting inside, too.
Robertson near side wing. Swings to the top of the key. It's 0 Burrell. Burrell drives in, pushes off, and yes, that's what they're going to call an offensive foul. It's going the other way. Burrell pushes off to try to get some space, and he got the call. So yeah, he hit basketball.
He didn't like the call, but that's exactly what it was, a little bit of a push-off.
Outlaws basketball. Here at the packed Stride Bank Center, without a doubt, the biggest game of the season in this building, the debut season for the Enid Outlaws. 3-point lead for Syracuse. In the painted Sledge at the free throw line. Hands back out to the top of the key to Harris. Harris leads the team in assists. He drives in the paint, off the window, no good. Rebound Sledge, puts it up, it's no good, but he is fouled. Tavares Sledge is going to the free throw line.
Really active on the buckets, or on the backboard. Both teams are, but that one really paid off there.
You are listening to Game 2 of the TBL Finals. 1-0. Game 1 went to the Enid Outlaws, so trying to finish it off in front of their home crowd. First of 2 for Sledge is up and good. Shrinks the deficit to 2 points. It's 5-3. Stallions on top of Enid. Syracuse did lead after the first half in Game 1 of the TBL Finals, but Enid came back. And the second of 2 is up and good for Sledge. He's perfect. 5-4, Stallions on top. Stallions ball. Running the ball up the court. It is Gray. Far side wing guarded by Marquardt. Marquardt versus Gray. Hands it off far side corner. Guarded by Harris. Backing down his man, and now Marquardt adds some help at the far side wing. Step back, pump fake, driving baseline now. Near side corner, a 3. It's no good for Robertson. Rebound goes back to the Stallions. They got a second chance here. Near side wing. It's Taylor Jr. drives in. It's blocked, rejected. Sent the other way from Stewart. Numbers for Enid. Fast break, no shot taken from Harris. Kicks out for a three from Marquardt. He's got it.
That'll get the crowd going for sure. Tell you what, they're just waiting for a spark.
It was only a matter of time, not if but when for Charlie Marquardt. They call him buckets for a reason. Stallions now trail by 2. Near side baseline. It's Taylor backing down his man in the post. Near side wing, long three on the way for Robertson. It's no good off the back iron. Rebound Stallions to put back, rims out, rebound goes to Enid.
Good ball movement there, just didn't get it to go.
Fast break Comanche, he's fouled.
Way to see the open man down there and get that open man on the layup.
That's Chance Comanche, the MVP of the TBL in 2021, averaging 27.8 points per game. He's also second in the TBL in rebounds per game with 12.9 and second in the TBL with field goal percentage, 69.6. He is the go-to scorer for the Outlaws. The first of 2 is up and good. Outlaws lead by 3. It's 8-5.
You can really tell the fans here have really adopted this team. I mean, they're local guys. They do camps, free camps, things like that, which is true for all the TBL cities.
100%. And, you know, a new team in a new city, it's hard to get momentum, but the one way you can guarantee butts in seats, winning. And that's what the Enid Outlaws did this season in their debut season in Enid.
Yeah, winning takes care of a lot of issues.
Comanche at the line. It's up and good. Outlaws lead by 4.
You know, with all the expansion they had going into this year, to be in the finals is pretty terrific. But to win it 2-0 if they do today, outstanding.
Top of the key, it is Robertson. Guarded up top by Harris. Looking into the paint, has nobody open. He'll take it himself. Pump fake, kick it out. Dumped it inside. The shot is no good, but the block is going to be called a foul against Sledge. And going to the free throw line, it'll be Michael Henry for 2.
You know, this Stallions team really moving the ball around well. Got that opening three-point shot, but since they're just not getting the shots to fall, they are getting the open looks, though, and that might spell trouble later on.
7:34 remaining in the first quarter of Game 2 of the TBL Finals as the first is up and good to make it a 3-point lead for Enid. You are listening to Game 2 of the TBL Finals between the Enid Outlaws and the Syracuse Stallions. And the second of 2 is up, and it's good as well. Good free throw shooting so far early in this TBL Finals game. Enid basketball leading by 2, 9-7. At a jam-packed Stride Bank Center.
You know, this team did have Lenny Waters, but of course he is now with an NBA team, so.
Marquardt dribble handoff. It's tipped out of bounds. It's going to go to Syracuse. A great defensive play made there by Treshawn Burrell as he forced the turnover. Syracuse ball. Forcing the action defensively, not taking a possession off.
The game on Wednesday night, Syracuse was fairly close. That third quarter is when the team came out and just blew it open.
Near side wing. It's Robertson. Kicks it down. Pump fake a 3. Now a long 2 is up and good. A bucket for Elijah Minnie. Ties the game up at 9 apiece. 7 to go in the first quarter. Behind the back dribble for Harris. Now dribbles it out to the near side wing. Looking inside of Comanche. Bodies hit the floor. No foul call. Play on.
Getting a little physical in there. You like to see that.
Harris inside of Comanche. It's off his fingertips, but a foul is called on the inlet pass. It'll be against Treshawn Burrell.
Yeah, the pass was a little long, but that might be because he was held.
So it is going to be an off-the-ball foul on the inlet pass. Inbounding will be Enid. As a big, loyal fan base here in Enid that has just built game after game, win after win. Timeout called on the floor here at the Stride Bank Center. 9-9, Enid all tied up with Syracuse here on the TBL Network. I'm Christian Cadd, joined alongside Greg Swain. What have you seen so far in this game, Greg?
Well, like I said earlier, you know, the Stallions are getting that good ball movement right around the perimeter. The problem is they're not as big, and they're having trouble getting inside.
And that brings us all tied up 9-9 here in the first tied up. 6:49 remaining into this first quarter. We'll be right back. It's Game 2 of the TBL Finals.
Now let me hear you participate. We need some help. You guys are going to say Enid, okay? And you guys are going to say Outlaws. Are we on the same page? Thumbs up. All three, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Back here for game 2 for the TBL finals. 9-9, all tied up between Enid and Syracuse. Enid with the ball, near side wing. 3 on the way for Harris. It's air ball, no good. Rebound goes to Syracuse. Coming the other way, it'll be Jimmy Gray. Near side wing, a 3 on the way. It's no good off back iron. The tip is up, and it's rebounded by the Outlaws.
They're going to get their shots on the outside, talking about the Stallions. It's just they're not hitting them right now. They're getting those open looks.
Running the point, as always, is Devin Harris. Devin Harris leads the TBL in assists per game. Spin move into the paint, trying to get the bucket. It's up. It's no good. Rimmed out, but the tip is up and in.
That's a pretty move. He just didn't finish.
Chance Comanche, all 6 foot and a mile up in the air, went up to tip it in. 11-9, Enid on top. Syracuse with the ball. Pump fake, then the spin move inside. The shot's off the glass and no good. Could not get it to go with Jimmy Gray. Here comes Enid the other way. Marquardt, inlet pass to Comanche. Up and in. Chance Comanche.
Way to see the open man, and Comanche finishes.
Bring the ball up the court now for Syracuse will be Tristan Burrell. Looking for more success here. It's a 4-point lead for Enid. Step back, a 3 on the way. No good off back iron. High bounce, but it's going to the Outlaws. Devin Harris with pace down the war. Kicks it back out, far side corner. At Stewart. Stewart drives in, a pull-up J. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound Syracuse.
Once again, Stallions getting open looks. They're just not knocking them down.
Minnie drives in, pump fake. He's trapped there. The pass is going to go the other way. Here come the Outlaws.
Showtime coming.
Fast break, 2-on-1. The shot by Harris. It's up and good.
Nice 2-on-1.
For Enid.
You were just waiting on that run. It looks like a little bit of it's coming right after the timeout.
Trying to stop the bleeding are the Syracuse Stallions. Here's Jimmy Gray, far side wing, guarded by Charlie Marquardt. Pass to the far side corner. Guard outside to Stewart. Stewart with a hand in his face to Robertson. Robertson step back long, 2. It's no good. Rebound goes to Sledge.
Boy.
Now Enid with numbers again, 4-on-2. Will Harris use it for 3 on the way? It's up and a foul's going to be called. 3 free throws on the way.
You notice down on the other end, Christian, the length of the team is really bothering the Stallions, really bothering them. It's a longer team, particularly inside, and every time they get inside, they're undersized by about 5 inches.
3 free throws on the way for Kyle Stewart. And there's going to be a timeout called on the floor. We'll be right back for Game 2 of the TBL Finals. Here it is a 15-9 lead for the Enid Outlaws. 4:35 remaining in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 action coming up next.
Shooting well from outside, so they're in trouble.
All right, so we got the dizzy batteries. East side versus west side. Who was representing west side? We got the west side in the building. West side, can you make some noise? And the east side, here's your representative. Can we hear you make some noise? Each contestant will spin 15 times. Go down to the respective goal and shoot a basket on the count of 3. Outlaw Nation, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, make some noise for them, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Come on, who wants to win? Somebody's got to win. Who we got? Who we got? Come on, you can line it up for the youngsters. Let's go. Hey, they're going to be super dizzy. That's enough spinning, ain't it? A lot of spinning. Spin. Here we go. This is like texting and driving right now, isn't it? Here we go. This is why you don't drink and drive, kids. This is exactly why. See what I'm saying? Make yours. Make yours. Oh, we made it? Which one won? Both of them won. You make some noise for both of your answers. Four members this song. If you remember this song, I need you to really break it down to a little bit today. If you feel good, then you know how it feels in September. We're close to September. Section 203, y'all look too quiet for me. In Section 203 in the building. Oh yeah. Turn that up right there. This one you just don't care. You play old school to ride all day long, baby. Yes indeed. At the free throw line, Enid Outlaws, number 3, Kyle Stewart, shoots 2.
Back here at the Shy Bank Center, it's a 6-point lead for the Enid Outlaws for 3 free throws in the way for Kyle Stewart. The first is up and good. 7-point lead for Enid in their hometown building.
Getting to the line and hitting them is a big part of winning at any level.
Because sometimes you get late in that game in the fourth quarter, you see, wow, we're down by 5 and we missed 7 free throws. And that's when it comes back to get you as Stewart hits his second of 2. One more on the way.
Guys practice three-pointers, they practice dunks, but they rarely practice foul shots anymore.
Stewart up for his third free throw on this trip, trying to make the lead 9. It's up, and it's good. Perfect trip for the line. Both teams hitting their free throws here early in the first quarter. It's a 9-point lead for Enid with 4:31 remaining in the first quarter.
And after
trap there at half court, getting away, but the Stallions keep it. Now another trap at the corner, near side corner. Pump fake a 3, driving in is Minnie. It's up the floater, no good. Put back slam. Oh, what a play.
Absolutely. Nobody boxed him out. That's about as pretty as it is.
Flushing it home was Tresson Burrell, known for his assists, but he flushed it home on the putback. It's a 7-point lead for Enid. Near side wing, it's Stewart. Dumps it inside. All alone, slams it home. Chance Comanche, MVP.
Nobody rotated over on help defense.
So now Stallions coming the other way, trailing by 9 once again. Far side wing. Ivy kicks it out, top of the key now, driving in. Minnie, far side corner, driving baseline, the 2-pointer off the glass and no good. It tips out of bounds. It'll stay with Syracuse.
Once again, they got inside, but the leak stopped all that. 11-2 run. 11-2 run for...
Now checking back on into the game, it'll be Omega Harris, one of the hometown favorites here in Enid. As now the inbounds coming on the way. Gray looking for somebody, dumps it inside, the tip in, it's up and good. Who else but Tresson Burrell?
Yeah, that's one way to get a bucket off the inbounds.
7-point lead for the Outlaws, coming the other way now. Far side wing. It's Harris, the point guard, loses the ball, gets it back, far side corner. Now it's Sledge, near side wing, step back 3 on the way. No good, rebounds going to the Stallions. Here comes Michael Henry. Henry, far side wing, guarded by Omega Harris. Inside, kick it out, near side wing.
Stallions have definitely decided to take it inside more.
3 on the way, it's good. That's how you stop the bleeding from Jonathan Ivy.
And, of course, when you take it inside and get a bucket or 2, it opens up that outside shot.
On the scoreboard, they're saying it was a 2. It's a 5-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. Top of the key, it's Omega Harris. Harris swings it near side wing. Wayne Runnels from Winoka, near here in Enid. Comanche inside, Runnels, it's up, and it's no good. A foul is called.
They're wanting goaltending?
That is what the hometown crowd is contending for. I didn't see the angle on that one. Did you see it?
I didn't see any kind of issue, unless he hit the net or the rim.
Well, it will be 2 free throws on the way for number 23, Wayne Runnels. Again, he played actually at NOC Enid. Same Enid that we're in the town right now. First is no good off the back iron from Runnels. He also had a trip in Creighton.
It's so good when you see a local kid not only playing for a professional team in state, but a local kid who played at a fairly small school.
And you could hear when they were announcing both the starting 5 and the bench players here, he got a loud ovations coming off the bench. Wayne Runnels did. As his second on the trip is up, and it's up and good. Outlaws lead by 6. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. It's game 2 of the TBL Finals. Enid trying to close it out and take home the Lily. Far side wing.
And we'll tell you in a little bit why it's called the Lily.
Near side wing, a 3. It's no good. A rebound goes to the Outlaws. Enid coming the other way from left to right. Far side wing. Omega kicks it back outside. Top of the key to Harris. Harris inside of Comanche. They're going to say off the ball foul called against Syracuse.
Yeah, a little bit of holding there as he was trying to get away break away for the pass, but never could get away. And that's the second time that's happened already.
It'll stay on this side with the Enid Outlaws. And now in the bonus are the Enid Outlaws. They're actually going to take some free throws on the way. Chance Comanche at the line. Again, he averages 30 points a game. He is the go-to scoring threat for the Enid Outlaws. Pushing on 7 foot there. Comanche's first. It's up and good.
Yeah, Chance has a real pretty shot for a big guy.
Comanche went to the University of Arizona from 2015 to 2017. From California, went to Beverly Hills High School.
90210. 90210, right?
A long way for home in Enid, Oklahoma, I will say for that for sure. 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. 8-point lead for Enid. Syracuse with the ball. Far side wing, angle in. The shot's up and good. And one. Count the basket.
Yeah, I think Chance actually played on that Elite 8 team, didn't he? For the Arizona Wildcats.
That sounds about right. But what a basket coming the other way. Michael Henry got the bucket to go with the contact. And now they're going to talk about it. No, they're going to give the and one opportunity. One free throw on the way.
You got to give Syracuse a lot of credit sticking around here in a very hostile crowd.
So part of me, it was Robertson who got that bucket to go. His three-point play is no good off the back iron, but it's tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Outlaws. 6-point lead for Enid. 2:07 remaining in the first quarter.
Enid had that nice run. It was a 9-0 run right after the first timeout, and now things have settled down a little bit. You'd like to see another run here before the end of the quarter.
Ed Corporal, head coach, TBL Coach of the Year for the Enid Outlaws. Egging on his team. Devin Harris, top of the key. Pass goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Outlaws.
I don't know if that pass would have been a little too high anyway. Fortunately, Syracuse let him off the hook by touching it.
So now inbounding will be Omega Harris. One of two Harrises on this team for the Outlaws. He'll get it inside the paint. Runnels with a clear lane. He converts.
That was a nice call play off the inbounds, the curl around the players.
Stallions coming the other way. Robertson for two, no good. A rebound goes to the Outlaws. 8-point lead for Enid. Bodies on the floor, no call made. Omega Harris for three off the front iron, tipped out. And they're going to call a off-the-ball foul, fighting for that rebound against Omega Harris. He went to go get his own rebound. Actually, no, we have a body on the floor.
Yeah, we might have an injury.
Yeah. Trying to get a number there. Is it
going to be all right, looks like.
On the ground, he gets up. And he's all right.
Maybe getting a rest.
And he's been everywhere in this game already. One of the leaders of this Enid Outlaws team. There's a lot of stuff you don't see on the stat sheet. Hustling, baseline to baseline, Stallions ball. Trailing by 8, trying to cut it closer. Far side wing, it's Burrell, drives in, off the window, in, good.
Boy, that was a
6-point lead.
Really nice shot, banked off the glass.
Burrell doing everything he can to keep Syracuse in the ball game. Harris near side wing, hands off to Sledge, top of the key, guarded by Burrell. Far side wing, it's Omega Harris. Back to Sledge, pump fakes a three, dumps it inside. Comanche off the glass and good. Oh, what a post move, spin move.
When he gets the ball down low, it's going to be really, really hard to stop.
Top of the key, pump faking a three for Robertson. Drives in, loses the ball. Enid Outlaws coming the other way. 4-on-2. Inside Runnels off the glass. No good. The tip in's no good. And the tip out, here comes Syracuse now. A 2-on-3. And they'll wisely slow it down. Far side wing. Dumps it inside now, off the glass, no good, off the side of the rim, could not get to go for Jonathan Ivey.
Once again, really struggling inside with the length.
Inside of Runnels, no one in front of him, he's got it. 10-point lead for Enid, 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Enid leading by double digits now, their biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, that's huge opening that. If they get a stop here, lead by double digits at the quarter, that's big.
3 seconds differential between game and shot clock didn't matter. The shot's no good for Burrell. He wanted a foul, didn't get it. Pleading with the official. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds to go. Devin Harris into the paint, taking himself. It's rejected. Oh, what a block to end the first quarter. William Thompson with an exclamation point. But at the end of the first quarter, it's 29-19. Enid Outlaws on top. Stay tuned for some in-between quarter coverage here on the TBL Live Network. It's a 10-point lead for Enid. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need you on your feet for the greatest mascot in the land, my man Rocky. And Miss Evelyn, come on, get on your feet. We're about to have some fun. We're about to watch them do a little dance real quick. Y'all ready? He said, after you, Miss Evelyn. Hey, we're going to take y'all back to the 90s. I got the 90s people in here. And it was nice to do it for you. 3 for 1. Here we go. Don't worry, Miss Evelyn. Don't hurt him, Miss Evelyn. Break them all down. Come on, Rocky. Rocky, you do it. Come here. Let's go. Yeah.
Yep.
Because the party's been easy. Let's go.
Live here at the end of the first quarter at the TBL Finals, game number 2. I'm Christian Cadger on the other side. Greg Swaim here. It's a 10-point lead for the Enid Outlaws after 1. What'd you see so far, Greg? As we enter into the second quarter, it's Enid Outlaws ball, leading by 10. 1 on the point. Starting the quarter with the ball is the Enid Outlaws. Omega Harris, top of the key, guarded up top there by Jimmy Gray III. Omega, far side wing, dumps it in. It's tipped away, loose ball. Omega's got it, tipped to the Comanche. Up and it's good. Oh, he got the friendly roll.
What a tip that time. I tell you, they really know each other well, you could tell.
Near side wing for the Stallions, Maurice Taylor Jr. dumps it inside. Driving baseline, puts it off the glass, and it's good. Oh, what a play. Driving baseline for Michael Henry.
That's one of the first times they've got the ball inside and not gotten rejected or just missed a shot.
So here's Enid coming the other way, again leading 31-21. 11:15 remaining in the first half. Comanche has the ball. It's tipped away and stolen away. Trishawn Burrell coming the other direction. Far side wing. No look pass. It's going to go tipped off the official and stay in play. Enid ball. They have numbers. Going the other way. Runnels up and good. Oh, a misfortunate bounce there for Syracuse.
Just unfortunate for the Stallions. Referee got in the way, but the referee's part of the floor.
12-point lead for Enid now. Far side wing. It'll be Gray. Gray dumps it inside. One touch pass inside, up and good.
Well, I said at the corner maybe they would open up the three-point shooting, but looks like they've got inside now and having success.
Michael Henry, back-to-back buckets on the other end. 10-point lead for Enid. 10:35 remaining in the second quarter. Far side wing. Driving in is Runnels, takes it back out. Harris, near side corner. Sledge a 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound is fought for, and it's going to be 1. After it goes out of bounds, it's going to stay with Enid. 10:21 remaining in the second quarter. Still a 10-point lead for Enid.
Enid doing a really good job of getting position off the rebound, even on the offensive end.
Checking on into the game will be Nick Evans for the first time this evening on this Saturday night. Game 2 of the TBL Finals. And why do they call the trophy the Lily?
Well, it's named after the mother of Dave Magley's wife, and the mother and his mother-in-law, of course. But it was named after. She was really a hard-working woman who had told all her daughters, "Hey, you can do anything." Back in the day when, women were not told that, obviously, and she was a pioneer in that, and they named it after her because this league is all about hard work.
100%. That is the name of the TBL Championship Trophy. A 3 on the way. It's good. Jordan Robertson looking to get hot and crawl back from this deficit. It's 33-26. Enid Outlaws still lead with the ball now. Devin Harris bringing the ball up the court the other way. Near side wing. Guarded up top by Gray. Far side wing. Kick it outside now. Far side corner is Omega. Runnels to the paint, off the glass, no good. The tip is up and good. Omega Harris to the sky.
Boy, the Outlaws are really owning the offensive glass right now.
9-point lead for Enid. 9:24 to go in the second quarter. Far side corner, Gray. Gray, step back, a long 3. It's good. Flush.
That's one way to keep the game close, within 6.
Here come the Outlaws the other way. Sledge near side wing. Dribble handoff to Wayne Runnels. Runnels resetting to the top to Omega Harris. Back to Runnels, looking inside to Sledge. Sledge looking for the post move. Backing down his man. Turnaround does not have much of an angle. It rims down. It's going to be out of bounds off of Enid. Trying to get that offensive rebound was Wayne Runnels, but it's going to go to the Stallions.
It was a pretty move as far as posting up. Just couldn't get it to go. It was pretty good defense, too.
Syracuse the other way. Running the point is Jimmy Gray the third. It's been the Gray and Henry show. Pass inside off the glass. It's going to be no good off the backboard from Maurice Taylor Jr., and it's going to go to the Enid Outlaws direction. They lead by 6, 35-29, but Syracuse is staying in this ball game, not getting deterred.
You know, the motto is it's a different kind of league, and it is, but, man, this is fun. We're getting paid to do this. It's really fun.
Absolutely an electric atmosphere here at the Stride Bank Center. The debut season of the Enid Outlaws. Game 2 of the TBL Championship 3-game series. Mark Ward looking to get hot. He's dribble hand off the far side corner. Now Nick Evans has it. Top of the key to Omega Harris. Long 2. It's no good. Trying to get his own rebound. Evans got the rebound. Stays with Enid. Long 3. Marquardt catch and shoot. No good. Omega Harris got the offensive board. It's a loose ball. It's on the floor. Who's going to get it? It's Stallions ball. And a foul's going to be called. A trip on Comanche.
And a very smart foul because it would have been a dunk on the other end.
So Comanche going to be charged with that foul. Fortunate for Enid, that is his first foul in this game. They want to keep him on the floor as much as possible.
We're going to get the stats here in a little bit, but I'm going to guess it's at least a 3-to-1 ratio off offensive boards for Enid.
6-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. Stallions staying in it. They have the basketball with 8:12 remaining in the first half.
And you'd probably expect that with the length. You know, definitely Enid's a taller team, no question about it.
Enid led the TBL this season in rebounds per game, 48.1 averaging on the season. Top of the key now. Wearing 0, Trashawn Burrell. Heart and blood of this game, dumps it inside. Backing down Comanche. It's Henry. Henry driving baseline now, walking the tightrope. The pass is deflected. He got it right back. Henry far side of wing with 3 on the clock. The 3, he's fouled. That's not a good foul there for Wayne Runnels. That's going to send a desperation 3, what would have been probably an air ball. And now it's going to be 3 free throws on the way.
And a potential to cut this lead in half.
Michael Henry going to the free throw line. He's been making things happen here in the second quarter so far.
Well, it's amazing that with the length and you look at the rebounding edge, which I would imagine, you know, just about every time down the court, the Outlaws have gotten the defensive boards. They're getting a lot of offensive putbacks, and yet they're only up by 6 with a chance to only be 3.
Henry's first of 3 is up and good to make it a 5-point lead for the Enid Outlaws.
I would imagine right now, if you're talking in the timeout and you're the Stallions, you're feeling pretty good about where you're at because you have not shot the ball well from the perimeter.
Second of 3, rims out. I mean, how about this crowd for Enid? It's the same crowd that we had on a Wednesday night in Syracuse. They packed that close-knit gym, and it was loud in there that evening when Enid took game 1 in a hostile environment. Syracuse trying to do the same thing here in Enid, but they got to do it twice to take home the Lily.
And as you can tell on television, everybody wearing white. You got the white out going, and the crowd is always coming to go.
Henry goes 2 for 3 from the free throw line in his trip, making it a 2-possession ball game, 35-31. Enid on top with the basketball. Devin Harris running the point. The TBL leader in assists. Far side wing.
Boy, I'd try to get it into Comanche as often as possible.
Stewart's shot is blocked. Burrell's there. He got the rebound coming to the way. Passed it inside. Top of the key. A long 3 on the way. Rimmed out. No good. Enid gets possession as not being able to cash in from long range.
He'd love to have that one back for sure.
Here's Harris now running the point. Guarded up top there by Taylor. 4-point lead for Enid, trying to add on to it here. Resisting the run from the Stallions. Comanche, top of the key, swings around. Harris pump fakes a 3. Good defense from Taylor. Getting out of him. Long 3 for Harris. It's no good at the buzzer. Rebound goes to Marquardt. New life for the Outlaws in this possession. Dumped inside of Comanche. Closing in on him, so he got it right back out.
I'll tell you what, he's a good passing big man, isn't he?
Stewart drives in, kicks it out. Runnels pump fakes a 3 to Comanche. Up and good. The length is just a force to be reckoned with Chance Comanche.
That is such a mismatch inside. You just got to get him the ball as much as possible.
6-point lead now for the Outlaws, 37-31. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Driving inside, the floater up and good. Jordan Robertson not allowing that lead to get too strong for the Outlaws. It's back to 4.
Stallions sticking around. I mean, it's a big deal because they're going to quiet this crowd.
Inside of Comanche, again off the glass, no good. He got his own rebound, put up and in. That's why he's the TBL leader in points and in rebounds.
Man among men out here. He is really dominating on the glass and hitting the buckets.
6-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. 5:54 remaining in the first half. Game 2 of the TBL Finals in this 3-game series. Burrell, far side wing. Guarded up top by Stewart. Top of the key to Robertson. Guarded by Harris. Through his legs. A 3 on the way. Rim down, no good. It's tipped up and in. Oh, he's giving up a lot of height there, but putting the tip in is Jimmy Gray.
Syracuse just not going away.
4-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. Here's Devin Harris coming the other direction. Slowing things down a little bit, contrary to the pace that we've had throughout this game.
Syracuse would just prefer we do a game tomorrow, too.
Long 3 for Stewart, no good. A rebound goes to the Stallions. Not a great possession there for Enid. Far side wing, it's Robertson. Hand off to Burrell for 3. Got it to go, rattles home.
That was way beyond the arc.
It's a 1-point game for the Stride Bank Center, and here come the Stallions. 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Crowd getting a little restless, wanting something to happen.
Harris far side wing, guarded up top by Robertson. Handoff, Marquardt for 3. Buckets, got it to go.
Oh, that's a big bucket right there.
Back-to-back threes from both sides. It's back to a 4-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. Burrell, spin move into the paint. Had some contact, no foul called. Top of the key, Taylor dumps it inside. Kicked out for 3. It's no good. A rebound goes to the Outlaws.
Might have been an illegal screen inside, but nothing called.
Outlaws going in the direction. Now top of the key, Runnels from Waynoka, Oklahoma. Swings it to Harris, far side wing. Now dumps it out to Comanche. Comanche, post move, spin move, off the glass. Rattles out, no good. Stallions get possession.
In and out.
Here comes Syracuse, down by 4. Far side of wing, Burrell, step back, a long 3, got it to go again.
Wow, I mean, they're not missing now.
That's going to force a timeout called by Ed Corporal of Enid. We'll be right back here on TBL Live Sports Network. It's a 1-point lead for the Enid Outlaws, 3:59 remaining in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere, we got a ball game, game 2 of the TBL Finals.
Enid Outlaws, Nations, they have me to turn you up. It's not the
Back here at the Stride Bank Center for Game 2 of the TBL Finals between the Enid Outlaws and the Syracuse Stallions. Syracuse just will not go away in the hostile environment of the Stride Bank Center. It's 42-41, Outlaws on top with possession.
When the Outlaws have that 9-0 run, I thought maybe this is going to be a blowout, but hey, you've got to give the Stallions everything right there.
Devin Harris guarded in the far side court with Jordan Robertson. Gets a screen, dribbles to the near side wing. Harris dumps inside of Comanche. They love him there. The put up is no good. Rebound goes to Syracuse. They're a bucket away from taking the lead.
Comanche's gotten cold, missed his last 2.
Far side corner inside the arc. Marquardt doing his best post move defense. Offensive foul called against Jordan Robertson as Marquardt sets his feet and gets the call.
Great job on Marquardt. Go ahead and get his position, understanding what the offensive player was going to do.
One of those 3-and-D guys in the TBL League. Went to Malloy College, was a part of the Long Island Nets from Rockaway Beach, New York. Marquardt, speaking of the devil, on the far side wing, swings it around. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Outlaws off the hand of Elijah Minnie.
Outlaws have to be a little careful here. You do not want to give up the lead. You really don't. That's something, as long as you keep that lead, put some pressure on the other team.
Harris, near side wing, gets a screen. It'll be an illegal screen against Chance Comanche. He's called for the foul, and it's a turnover, Syracuse basketball.
Yeah, that made it real easy for the official. Everybody saw that. No, only a few people arguing it.
You talked about it. Syracuse is not shooting well, and they're down by 1.
Well, they're shooting better now.
Deep three rimmed out from Morrell. Rebound goes to Enid. If that one went down, Enid would have been in trouble for sure.
Yeah, we talked about it at the corner. If they hit their shots, they're right in the game. Well, guess what? They're hitting most of them now.
Harris, near side wing, swings it around to Sledge, top of the key. Guarded up top there by Michael Henry. Now it's Harris, top of the key. Swings it around Omega Harris. Between his legs. Step back, dumps it out of Comanche in the lower post. At the block. Turn around, kicks it out. Sledge with 1 second on the buzzer. They are going to wave that shot off. It'll be a shot clock violation, Syracuse basketball.
Yeah, not sure Comanche understood how much time there was left on the clock.
So, timeout called on the floor. We're going to stay right here on the floor at the Stride Bank Center. It's a 1-point lead for the Enid Outlaws, 42-41. And remind you, stay with us during halftime here on the TBL Live Network for this Game 2 of the TBL Finals live from the Stride Bank Center. My name is Christian Catt, doing alongside an Oklahoma broadcasting sports legend, Greg Swaim. It's been wall-to-wall action here at the Stride Bank Center.
Hey, I want to tell you more about the Lily, which is the trophy for the TBL champion. Lily Mae Greer is the mother of TBL CEO and founder Evelyn Magley, and she was the first nursing class that ever graduated African Americans. Quite an honor, but she always taught her daughters they could do anything. The trophy's named after her, and quite a woman from what I understand.
And it's in the building down there at the entrance of the Stride Bank Center. Don't go anywhere. We have 2:34 remaining in this first half. 42-41, Outlaws on top.
We got a winner down at the end. But they both are winners here at the Enid Stride Center. Y'all make some noise for both like you young people here. I see you, Rocky. I see you, Rocky. Hey, watch out now. Watch out now. Let's go.
Back here for Game 2 of the TBL Finals at the Stride Bank Center. 1-point lead for the hometown Enid Outlaws. A win tonight for Enid gives them the Lily, the TBL National Championship. Right now, 1-point ball game. At halftime of Game 1 of this series, Syracuse was leading by 8, but a big third quarter for Enid sealed them victory in that game as Enid ended up blowing them out in the second half.
Yeah, they just never went away, kept in it with defense, and then they started hitting their shots. Cut that 10-point lead down to 1. They take their first lead right here.
Henry in the paint puts it up. Shot's no good, but he is fouled. 2 free throws on the way for Michael Henry. He could tie this game or take the lead for the road team, Syracuse Stallions.
And just being in the ball game right now with the mistakes they've made, you got to feel really good going into halftime, unless it changes in the last 2:17.
100% heading into that locker room in about 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 different conversations will be had there, Syracuse saying we should be ahead by 10. Enid saying, what's going on out there?
Yeah, well, sometimes when you beat a team bad on the road and then you come home, you just kind of assume you're going to go ahead and beat them bad again. And it kind of looked that way with that 10-0 run, but you got to give all the credit in the world to the Stallions.
First was no good for Michael Henry. Now he's second of 2 to tie the game up at 42. At the charity stripe. Rattles in and out. Rebound goes to Enid.
Boy, you got to have those foul shots when you're on the road.
Coming on the way with pace. The finger roll is up and good. Devin Harris, coast to coast.
Good had a 1-point lead, now down 3.
Near side wing. Robertson backing down his opponent. It's Harris. Turnaround Jay. It's good.
Boy,
Jordan Robertson.
That was a very pretty turnaround Jay.
1-point lead again for the Enid Outlaws. Devin Harris across the timeline. Go to Robertson. It's a matchup to watch here. Screen from Comanche. Harris swings out to Mark Ward. Doubles it out to Comanche. Slams it home. Chance Comanche.
Terrific pass that time by Mark Ward.
3-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. Burrell, far side corner, driving baseline. Dumps it inside. Ball's loose. Bodies to the turf.
Oh, might have been a travel.
Stays with Syracuse. Robertson, far side wing. Collects his dribble. Drives into the paint. Hands it off to Burrell. Puts it a floater. No good. Got to have that shot. Reynolds gets the rebound.
Boy, once again, the length of the team is just really wearing them out.
Wayne Reynolds, the right-handed layup. He's up and good on the scoop. 5-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. 1 minute to play in the first half.
You almost feel like this is a must-have basket here.
Syracuse with possession. It's Burrell, kicks it out. Long 3 from the corner. It rattles home to quiet the Enid crowd. A 3-pointer. Good from Michael Henry.
Huge
2-point
shot.
lead.
Huge shot for the Stallions. They had to have that.
45 to play in this second quarter. Enid with possession.
2 for 1 here. 2 for 1.
Devin Harris, far side wing. Crossover dribble. Dumps inside to Comanche. His shot's rejected. Oh, what a block.
That's as nice a block as you're going to see.
Elijah Minnie going the other way. Alley-oop, reverse slam. Who else? Elijah Minnie again. He did it defensively. He did it offensively.
Brand new ball game before halftime.
48-48, 17 seconds to play in the first half. As Enid's going to hold for the last shot. Minor milliseconds, the differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, they're going to get the 2 for 1. They just didn't hit that first one.
Coming the other way, Harris kicks it out. Sledge a 3. It's tipped. It's rejected. And that's going to end the first half. 48-48. Tie ball game going into the halftime break here at the Stride Bank Center. We got a ball game in Northwest Oklahoma, Greg.
Oh, man. Tell you, with the crowd and the way these teams are playing, it's about as good as it gets.
Elijah Minnie coming off the bench. The block one way and the reverse alley-oop slam the other way. That's the difference in the ball game right now. The reason the game's all tied up at 48 apiece.
Well, you had the 2 for 1 set up. They were going to get 2 possessions, Enid was. Got that block. If you hit that shot, get a stop, then you're in great position. But you got to give all the credit in the world to Syracuse.
Massive 4-point swing there. We'll be right back for some halftime coverage here for Game 2 of the TBL Finals. 48-48, all tied up between Enid and Syracuse here on TBL Live Network.
Thank you. My name is Sherry, and I wear a lot of different hats for the Enid Outlaws organization. Thank you. But I'd first like to say I appreciate all of you for joining us tonight, whether you've been a loyal
Back here at the Stride Bank Center, 24 minutes to go in Game 2 of the TBL Game 2 championship game. It's a tie ball game, 48-48. Enid starting off with the ball. Harris, far side wing, handed it off to Stewart. To Marquardt, far side wing, swinging around to Sledge, near side wing. Looking for Comanche in the lower post. It's tipped and stolen away. Syracuse gets the ball on the steal. Quick hands from Michael Henry. Here comes the Stallions the other direction. Angling into the paint, but stop there. Good help defense from Enid. Spin move in the paint, or backing him down. This man is Taylor Jr. Now resetting top of the key is Henry. Henry guarded by Sledge. Ball's loose on the floor. Henry gets it back. It's loose again, and a shot clock violation will be called. Outlaws basketball. We're still tied up, 48-48.
And there's going to be a turnover anyway. He got in too deep, and he was undersized.
We've seen high-scoring games all throughout the playoffs, all throughout the regular season. A little bit of different kind of action here in Game 2 of the TBL Finals of this three-game series. Back-to-back turnovers to start us off in the third quarter. Devin Harris, near side wing for the Outlaws. Mark Wart, far side wing. Kick it around to Stewart for three. Rimmed out. Here come the Stallions the other direction. 2 on 3. Will they push it? Burrell turns it over.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd have done that 1 on 3 action. We needed to hold on till the cavalry got home.
So here comes Enid the other direction now. Still no score in the third quarter. We're still tied up. Mark Wart, spin move in the paint. His shot's rejected. A jump ball going to call. What a great play defensively from Jimmy Gray the third.
You know, for being an undersized team, they do a good job of blocking the ball.
Good hands there. Just getting the hands in the right place without fouling. That was what Jimmy Gray did just there to force the jump. That will be Mark Wart versus Gray the third for the jump here on the Enid side of the floor. 10:47 remaining in the third quarter. It's still tied up 48-48. No score in the third quarter so far.
And, of course, like NBA rules, they'll have the jump ball on the end of the floor instead of the alternate possession like you get in college.
It's going to Comanche in the paint. Off the glass, no good. Ball's loose. It's going to be out against Enid. Looked like you could have called a borderline push there on Comanche.
Did they call a foul?
No foul was called. Just going to be out of bounds off of Enid. Stallions basketball tied up 48-48.
You've got all the stats, don't you?
Here's Gray coming around. Power to the key, Michael Henry dumps inside, alley-oop, no good. It's stolen away. Body's tangled up. It should be a jump ball. The call. Are they going to call a jump ball?
Boy, both teams, you can tell they're playing for it.
Going up to force that jump ball was Kyle Stewart. And yes, jump ball will be the final call after much discussion between the officials. Jump ball on one side of the floor, another jump ball on the other side of the floor.
Did we even have a jump ball in the entire first half?
We did not. Laying it all out on the line in the TBL Championship Series. It goes to Enid again. Devin Harris for the Outlaws. Cross the timeline to Sledge, far side wing. Stewart far side, now Sledge again. Driving into the paint, backing down his man. A 2 on the way, it rattles out, no good. Here come the Stallions the other way. Fast break attempt, no shot made. He's going to step on the baseline. It's a turnover, Enid basketball.
Yeah, that momentum took him a little bit out by about half an inch.
10:09 remaining in this third quarter. Still no score in the second half through 2 minutes. Devin Harris, far side wing. He's guarded by Jordan Robertson. Harris looking for somebody. A 3 on the way. It's good.
Got it.
And a foul's going to be called under the basket.
And it should be a 2-shot foul, or at least out of bounds, right? It's not going to be an and one. I mean, they'll get, if they're going to the line, they'll get 2.
A hold's going to be called under the basket.
They'll get it out of bounds, probably, right?
Yes, it was. I believe it was called after the basket was good.
Turn it into a 5 or 6 point play. That's a big break and a little bit of talking going on.
Yeah, Sledge going at it. It's Sledge and Henry talking it through.
A little bit of talking, a little bit of pushing. Up the stakes a little bit.
These guys want this championship. Enid leads the series 1-0. It's a 3-game series. They can win it with a win tonight. Mark Wart gets the inbound, far side corner. Step back. 3 on the way. No good off back iron. Rebounds tipped out. It's a 3-on-1 for me. Here come the Stallions. Pass inside. Off the glass and good. Coming the other way.
Big play there.
Assisted by Henry.
Big play there. It could have been a 5 or 6 point lead. Instead, it's now down to 1.
1 point lead for the Outlaws. Coming in the direction of Sledge. His shot's no good. A rebound goes to Syracuse. Here comes Burrell. Spin move. Into the paint. He goes. Kicks it out. Henry drives in. Kicks it out. Burrell for 3. For the lead. Got it to go.
I believe that's her first lead, is it not?
It's the first lead since it was 5-2. Stallions led 5-2. Now they lead 53-51. Stallions on top by 2. Here comes Enid. Sledge off the glass. Offensive foul. Drawing the charge was Maurice Taylor Jr. and twisting and shoving there under the basket. No T called.
Give a lot of credit to Syracuse. They came out a lot of composure here early on.
Hammond and Hahn under the basket. A lot of chatting. These guys want the TBL National Championship. It's all on the line at the Stride Bank Center. And now there is conversation on the bench, and there's pushing and shoving in front of the Enid bench.
Uh-oh.
Tensions have risen here in the Enid bench, pushing and shoving. Guys trying to separate it in front of the Enid bench. Comanche trying to get his teammates away from the action. Now he throws some shoves. More shoves on the way. I don't see a T called yet. It's a lot of mutual pushing and shoving.
They called a T on Syracuse bench, and the guy came running down to the Enid bench.
Burrell getting talked down here. A lot of talking. The Enid crowd's trying to get the call for their team. Syracuse fighting tooth and nail in a hostile environment. None too pleased is Michael Henry.
Makes the game a little more exciting.
We're trying to settle out where these technicals will be called.
There's going to be a lot to assess here. The officials will have to get together and watch some of the video.
Are we seeing an ejection?
Well, the guy that ran down from one bench to the other, he's got to go.
Jordan Robertson being talked down. Who is getting ejected? They're still talking this through with both benches. As again, an Outlaws chance going here at the Stride Bank Center. We'll reset the scene for you. It's 9:07 to play in the third quarter. 2-point lead for Syracuse, 53-51.
As if the crowd needed any more incentive to get rowdy.
As I don't even think the officials know who to eject, who not to. It was a lot of back and forth to settle things out.
The obvious one was the official came over and pointed to somebody on their bench. That guy got up, ran all the way down the sideline to the Enid bench, and now it looks like we may have more.
Yeah, Treshawn Burrell trying to point out an Enid player that he thinks deserves to at least be teed up. He was picking guys off the bench.
Christian, we knew we were going to get an exciting game. This is just a little extra icing on the cake.
Coming into the playoffs, the Enid Outlaws 22-2 on the season in their debut season in Enid at the Stride Bank Center. The Syracuse Stallions 20-4. Both these teams not used to being in these positions, and they're showing it. Tensions running high.
People go to hockey games to watch this stuff.
Luckily, cooler heads did prevail. No fists were thrown. It was a lot of talking, a lot of shoving.
Crowd is really letting the Syracuse bench have it right now.
Of course, being very sportsmanlike, just doing the typical boos, nothing crossing line, fortunately, because sometimes in these championship games, things happen, and you can't control them here if you're running the show here, like Ed Corber is on his Enid bench, and like the guys running the show here in the Stride Bank Center are, but cooler heads have prevailed.
The TBL does such a good job before the game of letting the crowd know, not once but twice, they're not going to have any of that.
Pointing back and forth, we're still trying to figure out who is ejected from the game.
Well, I'm going to guess if there's one, it's going to be the fella that ran down from one bench to the other.
And with a bench player right in the, with the,
let's see, watching the Syracuse bench right now. Here we go.
Technicals thrown around on both sidelines. Sledge, Henry named in that.
Yeah, Henry got the tee, but, they got a little chippy earlier, and apparently that's carried over.
And Tavares Sledge is pleading his case and saying, I didn't start it, he did. We obviously can't be in his brain, in front of his face right now. We don't know who he is calling out, but that's what he's pleading his case to the official down that sideline.
I would think there has to be an ejection. Now, that's not been announced.
We just saw a bunch of offsetting technicals as Jonathan Reed talks to his bench.
Well, getting a little chippy out there still, but the fans are really into this now.
Oh, absolutely, 110%, just like back in upstate New York and Syracuse in a smaller gym there right on top of you. Same thing here with a jam-packed sellout crowd at the Stride Bank Center. You wouldn't trade this atmosphere for the world, and no free throws are shot. It's all offsetting. So here we go, Syracuse with the ball leading by 2.
Boy, I don't know. Somebody runs from one side down to the other. That's pretty bad.
For 3 on the way, near side wing. It's no good for Gray. Rebound, fought for it and staved from Henry. Syracuse ball driving in. On the way, the floater. It's no good. Rebounded by Runnels, the Waynoka product. Here come the Outlaws the other direction. Full court pass to Comanche. On the way, it's up and good on the finger roll.
Great body control by Comanche.
Tie ball game at the Stride Bank Center, 53-53. Running the point is Burrell.
Syracuse has to be really careful here.
Pardon me, it's Robertson, near side wing, hands off to Burrell. He goes to the paint. Floater on the way. It's good. Back and forth they go. Syracuse regains the lead.
That ball was slightly deflected. He held on to it and was able to corral it in.
Devin Harris, the TBL leader in assists per games. Walking the ball up the court. Guarded by Robertson. Gets a screen from Comanche. Step back, long 2. No good off the front iron. Loose ball. Rebound goes to the Outlaws. Pump fake 3 for Omega. Instead swings to Harris. Devin Harris to the paint. Left-handed layup is good.
Great drive to the bucket off the left glass.
55-55. 7:45 remaining in the third quarter. Robertson pump fake the 3. Hands it off to Henry on the far side of wing. Driving baseline. He's double covered there. Nowhere to go. Runnels guarding him. It's intercepted. Devin Harris the other way. And he is fouled in the backcourt. A good, smart foul there because Enid was off and running.
Yeah, that would have been a slam on the other end.
It was a hard foul from Treshawn Burrell. I don't think there was any flagrant there warranted. The crowd, of course, wants it for their Enid squad. A smart foul.
Yeah, it was a smart foul. He just wanted to make sure he got the foul.
So Enid with the ball will inbound. It'll be Wayne Runnels inbounding to Harris. Bringing the ball across the timeline. 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Tied up 55-55. Comanche back of the man. Down in the paint. And the pass is miscommunication. It's going to be out on Enid. It was Harris and Comanche, just had mixed signals there, and Syracuse cashes in.
Couple of turnovers here early in the second half. Not typical.
Omega Harris providing the defense on Jimmy Gray the third. Gray looking to the near side corner. Near side corner, it's Taylor Jr., and a kick ball is going to be called against Enid. That'll keep possession with Syracuse rather than a loose ball.
Both teams really tuned into this game right now.
The temperature has cranked up a notch after that scrum on the bench. The fans want it. Both teams, of course, want it. It's game 2 of the TBL finals. Enid leads the series 1-0.
A little bit extracurricular, never hurt anybody.
Robertson a 2, it's no good. Off the front of the rim, rebound by Syracuse. Gray getting his nose dirty. Burrell a 3 on the way. Or off back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Marquardt on the tip.
Marquardt smartly dribbled the ball out. He wanted to get it out court, but it wasn't there.
Runnels on the far side of wing, and off the bow fall is going to be called against Michael Henry. Comanche battling it out with Henry, and Henry's trying to hold on for dear life down there with the side of the bench, Comanche, and he gets called for the foul.
You got a feeling what happened Wednesday night there in Syracuse, getting embarrassed on your own home court in front of a big crowd. There's some chippiness going on right now.
Timeout called on the floor. You could not ask for a better ball game here in the TBL Finals. Game number 2. Enid leads the series 1-0. They're trying to close it out tonight at the Stride Bank Center. It's all tied up in the third quarter. 55-55, 6:42 to play in the quarter. We'll be right back on TBL. Back here for game 2 of the TBL Finals. Enid and Syracuse all tied up at 55 apiece. Enid with the basketball in the white uniforms for the Outlaws. Syracuse in the baby blue and black unis. Harris, top of the key, dumps it in Marquardt, and he is fouled on the pass. It's going to be charged against Jimmy Gray III.
Yeah, Gray didn't like that call.
6:31 remaining in the third quarter, all tied up. Enid won the first game of the 3-game series. We're now in game 2. Comanche, top of the key, will hand off to Devin Harris, the TBL leader in assists.
And could be the final game for the Lily, but hey, if Syracuse wins tonight, we go again tomorrow night.
Marquardt on top of the key, jumps it in, but a foul is going to be called again. Obviously not on the shot on Comanche, but he is causing so much trouble in the paint before he even gets the ball that the undersized Syracuse Stallions are having no choice but to foul him.
The former Arizona Wildcat, he's really tough inside.
So now in the bonus are the Enid Outlaws. Comanche shooting at the free throw line, trying to give Enid a lead. It's still tied up 55-55 before these shots.
Foul shot's always important, but they're going to be extra important here in the last couple minutes.
The University of Arizona product went to there in 2015 to 2017. Comanche's first is up and good. Enid takes the lead, 56-55.
Is his nickname Hollywood?
You know, his nickname's probably MVP after this performance this year for the TBL. The TBL MVP for 2020-2021. And the second of 2 is up and good, 57-55. Outlaws lead by 2. Syracuse with the ball going the other way. In the backcourt, getting across the timeline successfully is Gray. Gray kicks it out. Henry pump fake to 3 in the corner. He's got to get rid of it. Swings it, far side wing. Around the horn they go. Now dumping in is Burrell. Kick it out. A 3 on the way. Rattles out. No good for Gray. And a foul is going to be called off the ball against Marquardt. It'll stay with Syracuse.
Very nice ball movement that time by the Stallions.
More often than not, that ball is going to fall from the far side corner when you get that extra pass. That time it just didn't. And that was kind of the story of the first half for Syracuse. The shots didn't fall in the first quarter. They did in the second. In the paint, Henry backing down Comanche. The floater, an air ball, no good.
Crowd really letting him have it now.
Here come the Enid Outlaws the other direction, leading by 2, 57-55. 5:34 remaining in the third quarter. Reynolds drives in. Left-handed no-look layup's no good. A rebound is kicked around. It goes out of bounds. It's going to go to the Stallions.
The Outlaws really doing a good job on the offensive glass. Almost got a kickback that time. Couldn't quite corral it.
Michael Henry will inbound. Stallions ball trailing by 2. Near side wing. It'll be Jimmy Gray III. Swings around. Top of the key. 4-3. Minnie got it to go. Elijah Minnie picks up where he left off at the end of the first half. Drills the 3. And the Stallions lead by 1.
I got a feeling this is going to the wire.
1 point lead for Syracuse. Enid trying to change that result here. Harris near side wing. Guarded by Robertson. A matchup to watch all night long. Comanche delivers the screen. Harris steps back, kicks it out. Driving in Omega Harris. Devin Harris a 3. Rimmed out, no good. The putback slams, no good for Comanche. It rimmed out. Here come the Stallions leading by 1. Kick out. 3 away for Henry. He's fouled. It's no good. 3 tries at the charity stripe on the way for Michael Henry, and that's a foul you do not want to deliver in transition.
I thought Comanche would have that dunk on the putback, and the crowd would have gone nuts. Now we go down the other way. It's almost like a 5-point play.
4:42 remaining in the third quarter. Stallions, the underdogs, lead by 1, trying to go into this hostile environment in Northwest Oklahoma, the Stride Bank Center, and come out with at least 1 win to force a game 3. Henry, his first of 3 tries. It's good. 2-point lead now for Syracuse. And this place is getting loud here, folks, as it comes down to the wire.
I kind of like it when they count off the dribbles.
The second of 3 is up and good as well. 3-point lead now for Syracuse.
If he hits this will be their biggest lead at 4.
You are, in fact, right. Before this, their biggest lead was 3 when it was 5-2. Just mere seconds into this ball game. Henry looking for a perfect trip to the line. His third is good.
Maybe those extracurriculars got the wrong team fired up.
4-point lead for the Syracuse Stallions. Devin Harris getting pressured a little bit, but gets it across the timeline. He's got numbers 4 on 3. Omega Harris for 3.
Got it! Ooh. That'll help.
1-point ball game. Enid needed that one, and Omega Harris comes through. Wearing 0, like the first letter of his first name. Far side wing, a deep 3 on the way. Oh, it's good.
A dagger.
Just too dirty. Jimmy Gray answers with a 3 of his own.
Ice water in his veins.
4-point lead for Syracuse, 64-60. 4:04 remaining in the third quarter. Devin Harris running the point, guarded by Robertson. Screen from Sledge. 3 on the way. Harris got it to go.
Big time shot.
It's raining 3 balls at the Stride Bank Center. And it's a 1-point game once again. Syracuse on top with possession. Henry thought he was fouled. He was not get the call. He drives in, kicks it outside to Minnie. Minnie driver baseline off the glass. No good. Way off. Rebound goes to Enid.
Once again, that length inside of the Outlaws giving the Stallions trouble.
Charlie Marquardt kind of quiet in this game so far. He was the leading scorer in Wednesday's game, having a career game high 39. Marquardt, speaking of the devil, top of the key, spin around to Devin Harris. Deep 3, no good. But the putback's up and good from Sledge.
Right place, the right time.
Outlaws lead by 1. It's 65-64. Syracuse coming the other way. Jimmy Gray will get a timeout for Syracuse. Don't miss this finish. 3:03 remaining in the third quarter. Outlaws 65, Stallions 64 for Game 2 of the TBA Finals. We'll be right back at the Stride Bank Center.
Morehart, 55 years they've been married, sitting in section 203, row J. Dennis and Early, congratulations on 55 years. You're standing up over there. Happy birthday to Braylon Hyder. He's 25 years old today. I think we found him over there in 203. Jennifer Smith is sitting in 204 tonight. And she is having a birthday as well. And how about Cassidy Dell? Cassidy Dell is 5 years old. Happy birthday, Cassidy, from everybody with your family here with the Enid Outlaws. And don't forget, we can't do it without sponsors. And if you would like to be a sponsor next year, I'm sure the staff here with the Outlaws would love to hear from you. And we'd like to thank some more of those sponsors, including Cherokee Ranch Land and Cattle across the street to the east. And I will tell you what, they've got an end of the year bash going on Monday evening at Cherokee Ranch as they celebrate a great year with the Outlaws and say thank you to Enid for your strong support. Outlaw gear will be on sale for 50% off. Bring your own gear or purchase more at the ranch or have any of the Outlaws team and coaches sign your gear. Get there early for dinner. Our event starts at 6 o'clock at Cherokee Ranch and Cattle Company. Cherokee Ranch and Outlaws will see you there.
Back here for Game 2 of the TBL Finals. It's a 65-64 lead for the Enid Outlaws. Syracuse with the basketball trying to take the lead. Gray, the third on the far side of wing, swings around to Robertson, top of the key. Back to Gray. Guarded by Omega Harris. Now it's Devin Harris on the defense. Burrell, step back, long 2. Oh, at the buzzer at the shot clock. Oh, you can't get much better than that from Trayshawn Burrell.
Coming out of the timeout, though, that's exactly what they wanted. Got the shot they wanted, but it wasn't an easy shot.
Syracuse leads by 1, 66-65. 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. Devin Harris kicks it out. Omega Harris a 3. Too long, no good. A rebound goes to Syracuse. It was Elijah Minnie, right man on the spot. In transition, Burrell puts up a 2. It's good. Got behind the Enid defense, got caught sleeping, and now it's a 3-point lead for Syracuse.
You think the Outlaws might be getting a little bit tired?
Only time will tell as we go into the waning minutes. 14 minutes remaining in the game. Sledge gets trapped, hands it off, and trip is going to be the call. A blocking foul. Radley the call. It'll stay with Enid. They trail by 3.
Giving Comanche a rest right now. Can't leave him out too long.
The debut season of the Enid Outlaws is culminating with today, if it goes in their favor, only today, and possibly tomorrow, Sunday at 6 o'clock, if Syracuse can pull this game out.
Coach read my mind. Here comes Comanche.
At the free throw line, in the bonus are the Enid Outlaws. A lot of those off the ball fouls called are coming back to bite the Syracuse Stallions. Going to the free throw line, it will be Wayne Runnels. Trying to shrink this 3-point deficit is first. He's up and good. 68-66. Syracuse leads by 2.
You got to love the name Chance Comanche, especially when you're in Oklahoma. A lot of natives here, of course, and here comes a kid from Hollywood named Chance Comanche. You got to love that.
And it rolls off the tongue, too. A beautiful name.
It's a Hollywood name from a Beverly Hills guy.
As Runnels, one of the other hometown products, hits his second free throw of 2. It's a 1-point game. 68-67. Syracuse on top with possession. Top of the key. Jonathan Ivey in the game now. Hands it off. Near side wing to Henry. Backing down Marquardt. Hands it off. Robertson drives baseline. Puts it up. Is there a blocking foul? Yes, it is a blocking foul. Not getting to set his feet was Tavares Sledge, and he's pleading his case but didn't get the call. 68-67. Stallions on top by 1.
He was clearly inside the half circle.
Going to the free throw line will be Robertson. A chance to extend this Syracuse lead. It's 68-67 with 1:44 remaining in this third quarter. Oh, wall-to-wall action. It was an early run from the Enid Outlaws. They had a double-digit lead, but Syracuse punched right back in the second quarter. Had it all square going into the halftime break, and we've been neck and neck since then.
Absolutely, and tell you, the way these teams are playing right now, whoever hits a foul shot is going to win this one.
The first of 2 is up and good from Jordan Robertson. Extends the Stallions' lead to 2, and he's got one more.
Substitutional patterns will also be really big.
Robertson's second is no good. Left it short. Enid possession. Devin Harris walking the ball up the court. Devin Harris, he's an Oklahoma kid. He went to Putnam City North High School. Went to Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Dumps it inside of Comanche.
Name a PC North product who won the Heisman.
Sledge for 3. No good. Rattles out. Rebound goes to Burrell. Guarded by Devin Harris. Not letting him get it across half court easy. Here comes Burrell. Slams it home. Oh, my goodness. Rashawn Burrell, coast to coast.
He beat his man, and there was nobody waiting for him.
6-point lead for the Syracuse Stallions. Their biggest lead of the game. Now it's Sledge in the paint. His shots, it's good off the glass. 4-point lead for Syracuse, 73-69. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter.
When you need a quick basket, go into one of the bigs.
Robertson near side wing, swings around to Henry, top of the key. Dribbles to the far side corner, now baseline, guarded by Sledge. Step back off the glass, no good. A rebound goes to Comanche. Comanche settles things down. Now it's a 2-on-1. Driving to the paint. The shot off the glass is no good. Rebound goes to the Stallions. Enid wanted to foul, didn't get one. 3-on-3 forming. Henry a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Sledge. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter, and a foul is eventually called. A double team on Sledge. Going at it. It was Jonathan Ivey as well as Trayshawn Burrell, and eventually a foul was called.
Guys getting chippy again. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little more extracurriculars.
Again, in the bonus are the Enid Outlaws. That will send Sledge to the free throw line on the other end. 3-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. As here's a wet spot on the floor, and they're trying to dry it off real quick. Actually, you know what? They're now trying to figure out their substitution. I think there's some blood on Marquardt. That could be the case, as he has a lot of the attention of the Enid bench. I'm really not sure what the conversation is here. Do you know, Greg? It is a wet spot.
I think they get a minute, too, to also get him back in the game.
So we both have a wet spot and a Charlie Marquardt bloody nose. You see him behind the Enid bench there on the left side of the court from your point of vision. So Marquardt has got to get some of the runs out of his nose and get ready for the fourth quarter.
Well, and it was a hard foul way back here because if they don't foul him, I mean, he's got 3 guys on him. If he gets that baseball pass off, it's a dunk.
We had a score correction. It's actually 71-69. 2-point lead for the Syracuse Stallions. 27.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Officials just had a little head-to-head with the guys and said, hey, we're not going to have any more of that.
Stick around between the third and fourth quarter for some commentary between breaks, laying down the law and what's going on here at the Stride Bank Center. It is TBL Finals, Game 2 in a 3-game series. Enid won Game 1 in Syracuse, looking to close it out tonight. Sledge at the line for 2 shots, trying to tie the ball game up. First, it's good. 71-70, Syracuse leads by 1. Sledge can tie the game up here.
I don't want to jinx him, but Sledge has a really nice foul shot.
His second of 2 is up, and it's good. Tie ball game, 71-71. 24 seconds of play in the third quarter. Who else but Trayshawn Burrell? Near side wing guarded by Omega Harris. Cross court pass, far side wing, it's Robertson. Robertson, step back 2 on the way. It's good. Oh, smooth like butter.
Big shot. Let's see if the Outlaws can resign back.
Stallions lead by 2. 4 on the clock. 3 on the way for the lead.
Oh!
Kyle Stewart with 1.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter gives Enid the 1-point lead. Full court pass in the way. It's tipped, and with a half seconds remaining, it will actually be Syracuse basketball. Went off the hand of Chance Comanche, so there is an opportunity here for Syracuse to get a tip in or a quick catch and shoot.
Very quick catch and shoot.
Henry inbounding, directing traffic. Alley-oop on the way. It's up. It's air ball. No good. 74-73. Enid leads by 1 going into the final 12 minutes of Game 2 of the TBL Finals. Do not miss this finish. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Grace Care is providing companion care, home care, and helping with daily activities for your loved ones, enhancing the lives of those they served since 2009. Contact them today at gracecareok.com. Let them become part of your family. They're sitting up there in 202. And also, Tory Van is a sponsor of the Outlaws. Whether it's your first home, your dream home, or anything in between, Tory Van and Coldwell Banker Real for 3 is a realtor for you. Contact her today at sellingenid.com.
All right, Trevor, Outlaw Nation. We got my man Trevor in the building. It's time for a half-court shot. Let me hear you make some noise for my man Trevor. Let's give him a round of applause. Close. Now listen up, Trevor. Take your time. You got on slides. We don't want to have any hurt you. Make sure you get the plant, the lift. Use your quads. You know what's happening to the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I need your fours up, and I need you to make some noise. Let's go. It's fourth quarter. Let's go run.
Back here for game number 2. We're in the fourth quarter now. 74-73, Outlaws on top. Syracuse basketball. In the paint, the ball stripped away. It's stolen away. A steal by Stewart.
Smart dribbling that out.
Enid with possession. Stewart a 3. He got another.
Yes.
Back-to-back three-pointers
Yes.
from Kyle Stewart. One at the end of the third. One to start the fourth. And that's a 4-point lead for the Enid Outlaws.
Get a stop right here. Very big.
Burrell near side wing drives in, kicks it inside. Off the window, ain't good. Oh, pure from Jonathan Ivey.
Quiets the crowd a little bit.
2-point lead for Enid now. Driving into the paint, off the glass, rejected. Oh, what a block. It looked like it was Elijah Minnie with the rejection. The ball will stay with the Enid Outlaws.
Well, last team with the ball wins the game, right? Is that the way it goes?
That's what it feels like right now. 77-75, Enid on top, Enid with the ball. Omega Harris near side wing. Looking for action, has Sledge, far side wing, hands it off to Harris. Harris back to Sledge. Off the glass, no good. Foul is called against Elijah Minnie. Free throws on the way for Tavares Sledge.
And once again, that's what's keeping the Outlaws around. They've got the big advantage inside. But right now, Syracuse doing everything they can, and they are fired up to play this game. They really want to come back with another game tomorrow.
So Sledge at the line for 2, trying to extend the Enid Outlaws 2-point lead. His first is up and good. Tavares Sledge, of course, the captain of this Enid Outlaws squad, one of the older guys on the roster. And his second of 2 is up and good as well.
As we mentioned, foul shooting really critical always in the fourth quarter.
11 minutes to play in the game. 4-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. Syracuse with the basketball. Driving in is Robertson. The floater, no good, foul called. Caught the arm of Robertson. It looks like it was on Comanche. It was not. Rather, it was Kyle Stewart responsible for the foul.
I don't know what happened to him there, but he looks like he might be a little shaken up.
Robertson at the charity stripe, trying to make it a one-possession ball game. The first rattles home. Treshawn Burrell with 23 points. 24 points for Chance Comanche as the second is good. 2-point ball game. Enid on top. Harris near side wing, guarded by Robertson.
You feel like if Enid could just maintain the lead, keep the crowd in it.
Comanche in the paint, tries to dunk it, didn't matter. It's up and in. 4-point lead for Enid. Chance Comanche again.
Comanche just a force inside.
He's got 26 now, Chance Comanche does. Ivy near side wing, gives way to Minnie. Elijah Minnie nearly has it stolen away. Down baseline is Henry. Didn't step out. The ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Syracuse.
Yeah, Comanche thought it was going the other way, but somebody touched it.
I tell you what, Michael Henry has been all over the place for the Syracuse Stallions. Off the stat sheet stuff, hard-nosed defensive player. Kind of a guy reminds you maybe a PJ Tucker-esque when you think about NBA comps.
Yes.
Burrell, step back, step over, drives to the paint, floater on the way. Oh, it's so good. Dribble moves by Treshawn Burrell. His first basket of the fourth quarter.
Defended it very well, but he just made a great shot.
81-79, Enid on top. 2-point lead for the hometown Outlaws. Devin Harris, top of the key, guarded by Robertson. Screen by Sledge. Harris kicks out to Sledge. Kicks it out. 3 on the way.
Oh, yes.
Red hot Kyle Stewart.
Big time dagger.
He's got 3 3-pointers, 3 for 3 in his last 3 shots, all from beyond the arc. 5-point lead for Enid. Here's Burrell the other direction. Uses the screen, step back, a 3-pointer. No good, too long. Rebound goes to Omega Harris. And the Outlaws can feel it, leading by 5. 9:24 remaining. Alley-oop, it's rejected the other way.
No, don't need that. Don't need that.
Rebound goes to the Outlaws. Got a little ahead of themselves there. A little bit flashy there the other way, but it's only a 5-point lead for the Outlaws.
Too much French pastry.
Harris, top of the key, dribble, no handoff. Now the handoff to Sledge. Pump fake to 3. 2 on the shot clock and a bailout foul. Mark Henry responsible for the reach-in.
How many is that on him?
Michael Henry, rather. And he was none too pleased with that call.
Okay, that's only 2, so.
And, of course, with foul trouble, team-wise, that sends Sledge to the free throw line.
That was a big part of the success in the first half for the Outlaws, being in the bonus early.
My apologies. He will not go to the free throw line, resetting in the fourth quarter. As they say the same thing here on the PA. Inbound to Sledge. Sledge at the top of the key, thought about a 3 instead. Will shoot it, why not? Got it to go!
Oh, yeah. 3 3-pointers in a row. Gives them an 8-point lead.
Timeout called on the floor, but you can barely hear the whistle. It's an 8-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. We'll be right back. It's the TBL Finals, game number 2. The Enid Outlaws trying to close it out at the Stride Bank Center. Don't go anywhere.
We got a little couple shootout, Outlaw Nation. Championships now. We got the cars and we got the reads, who, by the way, if you're not like they are, you need to be a season ticket holder. It's hubby's job to sit still. It's the missus' job to put it in the cup. Outlaw Nation, look at you, make some noise. First to make it up to 30 seconds wins the game. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, we got a bucket over here. 2-1, 2-1. 10 seconds. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got a winner!
Hey folks, the post-game party will continue all evening long across the street to the north and west at Enid Brewing Company. They're having a street party after the ball game. So come on out and have a good time with this outdoor contest tonight.
8:54 remaining in Game 2 of the TBL Finals in a 3-game series. 87-79, Enid on top. Syracuse basketball.
Big defensive stop here. You get this, it's going to be tough.
Burrell, the leading scorer, swings it around. 3 on the way from Henry. Oh, he got it. A rally killer for the Enid Outlaws. That quieted the crowd real quick. It's a 5-point game. The other way, Harris.
Oh,
he
count it.
And one.
Count
the
it.
bucket. And he says, "You're too small."
Yeah, that was absolutely huge. A good comebacker bucket and one, and a chance to go up by 8.
Omega Harris bringing the fire off the bench. He's got 7, looking for his 8th point of the ball game here at the free throw line. 7-point lead for Enid. Could make it an 8-point lead with a free throw here.
It's after plays like that, the Stallions got to go, what do we got to do?
Shots up, and it's good for Omega Harris. 90-82, Enid on top. 8:30 to play in the game. Pull-up 3 from Robertson. Oh, it's good!
Wow, and you just saw that 3 guys draped all over him, still knocked it down.
The other way!
Oh,
Terry
yes.
Pickin! It's Chance Comanche! He puts a 2-handed slam down!
Put the emphasis on it. That'll get the crowd back in the game.
92-85, Enid on top. 3 on the way from Minnie.
Oh.
He got it to go. Elijah Minnie continues to be the spark off the bench for the Syracuse Stallions.
We are seeing some terrific basketball right here.
This is the TBL. Chance Comanche kicks it out. A 3 on the way. Oh! Yeah, he did it again.
4 threes in a row.
4 for 4 in his last 3-point shots. That time for Kyle Stewart. Other way, real quick, tip no good. A rebound goes to Enid.
Getting the ball again.
95-88, transition bucket, good.
Count it.
And
One.
1. Chance Comanche's the MVP for a reason.
Well, I tell you what, every time they do a job down there of scoring, they don't get back quick enough on defense, and that's what's happened the last 2 times. Comanche with a dunk.
Chance Comanche, the MVP of the TBL this season, flexing his muscles as you hear the MVP crowd. Take it in, folks.
You think he's enjoying this?
9-point lead for the Outlaws. Trying to make it 10 with a shot here. It's up, and it's good. Chance Comanche, the leading scorer for the Enid Outlaws. He's got 31 above his season average of 29.7. Quick transition. Oh, it's good. A deep 3 from Jordan Robertson, answering the Enid run.
Never totally out of the game with a 3-pointer.
Outlaws ball going the other way. Jordan Robertson has 8 points in the 4th quarter. Comanche, top of the key. Guarded by Maurice Taylor Jr. Screen for Comanche. Harris dumps it inside. Stewart, shots no good. He is fouled as the slash came across his arms. Free throws on the way for the Enid Outlaws.
Christian, I'm going to make a little observation. 20 years ago, you had another team here at Enid on the USBL, and it wasn't quite as good as this. And the bigger reason might be, first of all, the TBL is a great league and has a great business plan. But second of all, the fans now are so much more knowledgeable because of the Thunder right down the road.
100%, 2 free throws. The first is no good off the back iron from Kyle Stewart. Speaking of Kyle Stewart on the game, he's got 15 points, all from beyond the arc.
I would imagine most of these fans have been to a Thunder game or two.
100%. Second is up and good. 8-point lead for the Enid Outlaws.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see a guy like Chance Comanche on the Thunder.
Syracuse trying to answer the avalanche of the Outlaws. Henry near side of wing. Michael Henry drives in, spin move in the paint. It's good. Oh, wow.
Henry is hard to guard.
I don't know Spanish, but he knows English. Some English on the backboard there for Michael Henry.
And that would mean 2 more languages than I speak.
6.5 to play in the game. Hitting the deck was Henry, trying to get the steal. It's off the leg of Henry, staying with the Outlaws.
That official was not going to make the opposite call right there. He had a whole bunch of white shirts around him.
99-93, the Enid Outlaws have a 6-point lead with 6:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. Game 2 of the TBL Finals. It's a 3-game series. Enid trying to take home the Lily tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a pretty trophy, too. That's about as nice a trophy as I've seen.
You'll see all over the TBL Facebook page that trophy. It is just a gorgeous piece of hardware.
Boy, it really is. Make sure nobody drops it during the award ceremony. Because it is glass. Or crystal or whatever.
Whatever it is sure pretty. Timeout called on the floor. We got 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter regulation here on the TBL Live Network. Don't miss this finish. Outlaws 99, Stallions 93. Enid trying to take home the title tonight. Don't miss this finish. We'll be right back.
Tips on fitness, nutrition, and step relief. Contact our office to schedule a health consultation today at CoulterChiropractic.com.
I need you on your feet. We get ready to take over, Enid. Outlaw Nation, I need you on your feet. Hey, section 210, are you ready? Get your hands up. Section 205 is ready. Section 204 is ready. And section 202 ready. 202, are you ready? 201, are you ready? Check, Matt. I think I got the loudest side in the room. You got the loudest side? The loudest side in the room. From 210 to 214. Let me hear you say Outlaws! You think you got me beat, y'all? Can we show that we doing every feet? My side, I need you to roll out. Outlaw Nation! I think I got you beat, Big Bro. I think I got you beat. We got one more right. We got one more right. 210 to 214. Let me hear you say Outlaws! You can't hear me? Oh my goodness. They ain't ready, are they? I need the loudest side of the nation right now. Let's go on your feet. Let's get real out. Show how it's done, baby. I need you to yell out, Outlaw Nation! Yeah, we know what it is out here, baby. Let's go do it.
6:22 remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 2 of the TBL Finals. Enid with the ball, leading by 6. Harris inbounds. Oh, look at Harris, the Comanche, two-handed jam!
What a pass! What a pass! And obviously great finish by Comanche.
Harris to Comanche. 101 to 93, 8-point lead. Layup is going to be no good, but a foul's going to be called going to the free throw line to the Syracuse Stallions.
Yeah, that was one of those ones, if the ball goes in, it's not a foul. They wait to see. I've never understood that. If it's a foul, it's a foul. But you see officials at every level do that, and they're told to do that. It's not a foul if he makes a shot. I don't get that.
Jordan Robertson going to the free throw line for 2. Halfway through this fourth and final quarter of regulation. Trying to bring the deficit down a little bit. First is no good off the front iron. The home crown really weighing on these Syracuse Stallions players.
3-possession game here. You really want to kind of keep them at arm's length with a 2 or 3 possession lead.
You see the fans there behind the hoop trying to cause some distractions for Robertson. The second, is up and good. A 1 for 2 that trip for Robertson.
You see the kid taking his shirt off.
Gotta love it. Enid supporting their hometown team, trying to will them across the finish line. 7-point lead for Enid. Harris, far side of wing, dumps it inside of Comanche, going to work. That's where he loves it in the post, falls down,
he just
and a travel's going to be called.
I think he just hit a wet spot when he's making his move, and
You know, that spot's been wet pretty much all night long. That exact spot on the court, they tried to dry it up when Marquardt was out of the game. Speaking of, Marquardt not getting a lot of playing time here in this game.
Yeah, you got to make sure that dry underneath the basket. Too many people get hurt that way.
7-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. It's 101-94. 5:40 remaining in regulation. Gray on the near side wing, guarded by Harris. He gets the screen, drives in, pull up long two, no good, tipped out. Rebound to Enid. Fast
Here
break
we go,
goes away.
showtime.
Omega Harris, one-handed jam.
And a full 3 possession now with a 9-point lead.
Here's Gray, dribble handoff. Burrell, long three on the handoff. He got it to go.
Wow.
For everything Enid does, the Stallions have an answer.
Here we go.
Layup is up and good in transition. Omega Harris is so active in transition. 5 to go in the game. 8-point lead for Enid. Ball tipped away. Enid got the steal. Omega Harris bringing the ball across the timeline.
Smart
for
that
action in
time.
transition.
Smart that time by Comanche, just holding on to the ball. You got a 9-point or 8-point lead. 5 minutes to go. You really don't need to go for the jugular yet.
Devin Harris going baseline. Off the glass and good. Timeout called
No
by the
help
Syracuse
defense.
Stallions. Would you listen to that crowd? 4:35 remaining in regulation. Enid leads by 10. It's 107-97. Buckle up. Enid could walk away with a championship here tonight at the Stride Bank Center. We'll be right back for the final 4:35 to play. And we're back here for Game 2 of the TBL Finals. Enid leads the series 1-0, trying to take home the TBL Championship tonight. They lead by 10. It's 107-97 with 4:25 remaining in this fourth and final quarter. Barella pull-up three. It's no good. A rebound goes to Enid. Omega Harris with pace going the other way. 2-on-1. Layup.
Oh!
Omega Harris takes a hard fall. He's down.
He's down.
Now Syracuse with
They gotta
numbers and
call
an
a timeout.
intentional foul from Devin Harris. The guy got a stoppage of play.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. I mean, he never moved to get out. Here he goes. He's hurting, though.
Omega Harris with a hitch in his giddy up. Doesn't matter. He's a baller. He's staying in the game.
He didn't want to come out.
He's got 6 points in just this fourth quarter. 11 on the game.
A beautiful play.
Devin Harris is his second.
Chance Comanche, the leading scorer for the Enid Outlaws. He's got 33. For Robertson, far side wing for three. No good. Rebound Enid.
Going to be a lot harder hitting those threes right now because they know what you need.
12-point lead for the Enid Outlaws, and the hometown crowd can feel it. 109-97, 3:50 to play in the game. Harris, alley-oop, it's no good. It's tipped out of bounds.
I was going to say that's a little high in the pass.
Tell you what, if Enid can connect with an alley-oop slam, the roof might fall off of this place.
That'd be nuts. It'll be anarchy.
3:46 to play in regulation. Enid leads by 12. A run's got to start now for the Syracuse Stallions if they want to push this to a game 3.
Well, they're going to need threes, but right now, the Outlaws know exactly what they need, and they're going to do a lot more to defend the perimeter.
Chance Comanche, far side corner. Dribble handoff. 3 on the way. Short, no good. Out of the hands of Kyle Stewart. But it's going to be another possession for Enid. It goes off the hands of a Syracuse Stallion. The effort was there for Michael Henry, but he just could not get the results.
And more importantly, a new shot clock.
3:36 now remaining in this game. Now you play the numbers game. You think about how many possessions it will take. Enid going to juice down the shot clock if they can.
Well, it's a full 4 right now.
Devin Harris, guard up top by Robertson.
And they're going to run clock on this one, obviously.
Harris drives in, layup off the glass, and good! The largest lead of the night for the Enid Outlaws. They lead by 14 with 3:15 to play in the game.
And a 5-possession game.
Going the other way is Burrell. His floater is good. Oh, nasty move from Treshawn Burrell.
Excuse me, that's a 4-possession game. Now it's a 3-possession game. Take that back. 12-point lead, 4-possession game. A bucket here makes it 5. You're under the 3-minute mark.
10 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Devin Harris, near side wing, back to the basket, directing traffic. Guarded by Henry. Step back, go 3 on the way. Rimmed out, no good. Rebound Sledge, the putback's no good. Ball's loose, rebounded.
Run
it's
the
going to
clock,
stay
run
with
the
Enid.
clock.
4-3. Got it to
Or a
go.
3-point shot. I was going to say run clock or a 3-point shot.
Kyle Stewart. And a transition 3 is going to be no good from Henry. Enid a rebound. And they lead by 15 to go. 2:20 to go in the game. And it's stolen away. Here come the Stallions in transition. Henry to the bucket. No good. He's fouled, though. He'll get 2 free throws.
With a 5-possession game and roughly 2 minutes to go, if you run 24 seconds each time and they run like, let's say, 10 to get a quick shot up, it's going to be awfully hard to catch back up.
So that means for the Stallions, you got to put pressure on the ball carrier. Force turnovers. Henry's got to hit these free throws first. It's 114-99. Enid on top with 2:15 to play in the game. Henry's first gets a friendly shooter's roll. It drops in 114-100.
Yeah, that's the one thing you don't want to do is foul them because that can knock down the points without the clock running.
Michael Henry for his 18th point of the game. It's up, and it's good. Michael Henry does now have 18 points, 4 in the fourth quarter.
Not any pressure here. Kind of surprised.
114-101. Enid leads by 13. New face in the ball game.
You know, the Stallions may be a little bit gassed.
Stewart driving baseline. Step back 2. No good. Rebound Syracuse.
The Stallions don't look like there's a whole lot of urgency.
Henry a 3. Pulling up. Rimmed out. No good. Ball's in the air. Rebounds and go to the Stallions. Step back 3. Air ball. No good. Enid gets the rebound. Enid with numbers. To Comanche. The other way.
Count
and 1. It's Chance Comanche's world, and you are just living in it.
This game is like George Washington. It's history.
MVP Chance rain in from the Stride Bank Center. He's got 11 in the fourth quarter, closing this ball game out. 35 on the game. Chance Comanche, the TBL MVP for good reason, and he's shown it why in this closeout game for the Enid Outlaws.
Definitely the MVP of this game.
His and one shot is up and good. Make it 36 points for Chance Comanche. 117-101. Enid on top, and they're on their way for a championship in their debut season in the TBL. Euro step floaters up and good from Treshawn Burrell.
You know, tickets already for sale for next season. 20-game homestand, and I tell you what, this game's over right now because they're not even fouling, but go ahead and get your tickets now. I have a feeling they're going to be tough as hen's teeth next year.
Omega Harris pump fakes a 3, dumps inside to Devin Harris. Now Devin Harris
don't need a shot.
Crossover dribble, 3 in the shot clock. Who else? Who else? superhero strength. Chance Comanche again.
Under a minute now. This one's in the books.
Henry a three, no good, rattles out, 50 seconds to play before the Enid Outlaws win a TBL championship in their debut season in Enid.
Everybody on their feet enjoying this last 41 seconds of a championship season in their inaugural year.
Three on the way, it's no good, goes off the shot clock. It's going to go off of Enid and stay with Syracuse. I mean, what more can you say about the job done by Jonathan Reed, Brian Jamison, TBL Coach of the Year, Ed Corporal, and the entire organization for these Enid Outlaws, and in bigger scope, the TBL in general. Just putting together a special moment here.
Well, they expanded so much this year, you thought, man, what, that many teams, it's going to be hard to do it, but they got it done.
Zakiah Owens checks in the game and gets a bucket. Dumps it in to make it 119-105. Enid well in control, and they are going to win the 2021 TBL National Championship in front of their hometown crowd, packing the Stride Bank Center. With 26 seconds remaining, leading by 14, and free throws on the way for Devin Harris.
So happy for my buddy Dave Magley. I was a kid in Indiana, graduated in 1980 from high school from Harrison in West Lafayette. Dave played at South Bend and was Mr. Basketball, which in Indiana, if you're Mr. Basketball, you're pretty dang good. And he went to Kansas, played for the Jayhawks, for Ted Owens, went on to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and got to know him many years after I idolized him as a player. And tell you what, I'm so happy for him too.
Syracuse going the other way with 20 seconds. Alley-oop, it is good. Oh, a nasty one-handed alley-oop slam for Jordan Robertson. He gets some style points for that one. That's probably the best highlight we've seen in this game.
Got a couple boos too.
But it does not matter. The Enid Outlaws get the final laugh as Devin Harris will dribble it out with 9 seconds remaining. Listen in as the final seconds tip away at the Stride Bank Center. Ed Corporal celebrates with his team.
Wow, that was a fun game.
Final score, 120-107. The Enid Outlaws win Game 2, and they sweep the Syracuse Stallions in the TBL Finals. The Enid Outlaws are your 2021 TBL champions. Confetti on the court.